What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and we are back.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews in here. You got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here. No time for the bore. Let's Jordan in here. Couple haters, but nah, they not important in here. It's Big Brother in here. Sometimes a challenge in here. Show respect up in here. Mind your manners in here. Make salute to my bro BusyBlu up in here. Live shows poppin', we actin' fool up in here. But it's all love. Yeah, we be coolin' in here and can't wait to hear
Julie.
Well, get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. Swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Yeah, whatever you want, you can get it in here. Get busy in here.
Now, when she said, "Welcome to Big Brother," and Julie looked like this, I said, there ain't no way.
Busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. Swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Yeah, whatever you want, you can get it in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back. Okay, y'all know on Thursdays we do the extended intro for Big Brother, where these hoes dump up. Okay, and we're gonna talk about the fucking up. Okay, with my friend, close friend, confidant, YouTube extraordinaire. Okay, he even eats interesting foods. We went out and he was eating stuff that I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna put that in your mouth?" And he said, "Yeah." Aaron from the House of Aaron.
Hello, what's going on?
How you doing, Aaron? I didn't know that you like Big Brother.
You did know that I like Big Brother.
Who
Maybe after I told you that.
Oh, okay.
Y'all, I'll be watching the show, and as soon I kind of watch it late, okay, but I am caught up. And when I be watching it, I be having to call you because I need to vent. I be having to vent.
Yes. You know what? What do they put in the chat for you? So what I like to have them put B's in the chat for me. What do they put in the chat for you if they want to show you their support?
Okay, Beyonce. I like dollar signs or the bags of money emoji. Maybe
put some money in the chat for Aaron, y'all. Put your bags of money in the chat for Aaron. What's up, TV Talk?
Or maybe they should do a house. Okay, no. A house. Okay. For the House of Aaron. Like
delete the money bags. Abort mission. Put a house.
Yes. So we got the same branding as Big Brother, okay? At the House.
Yeah, so put a house. No, abort mission, Brianna. A house. Retract that and put a house. So y'all, let's get into this episode. But before we get into that, y'all, this is one of my close friends. And he does a lot of celebrity news and gossip. His is from the House of Aaron. He talks a lot about. I found him through. How did I find you?
Yeah, let me know.
I found him through the stuff that he was doing with the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And I really loved his content. I thought it was really, really amazing. And he's growing really fast. And he's so cute. Look at him.
Thank you.
So you want to talk to them about when did you start watching Big Brother? Give the girls a little background.
I was just thinking about this. I think I started watching Big Brother when I was 13, and I'm 25 now.
So 2 years ago. Oh.
Okay, yeah. Do I look 14? No. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 years ago. No. So I guess middle school. I'm a grown full ass adult. Mm-hmm. And I started off watching season 8. Jamaica is one of my favorite players of all freaking time.
Jamaica?
Jamaica.
God, Jamaica?
Because that was a black woman who went really, really far. Okay, foreshadowing to this season where the black people are killing it, except for tonight. So Jamaica, my fave. My number 2 fave is Davon. Okay, the black queen of Big Brother. So. Yeah, and I've auditioned for Big Brother maybe twice at this point.
Never told me that. Okay, when was the last time?
Okay, maybe 3 years ago.
What happened? Why do you think you didn't make it?
I don't know. I was too much for them, I guess. I don't know. They like Big D better.
Hey, y'all, we are really shady together, so y'all gonna have to be like very careful with us. I always say we have the same birthday, but we don't. But it's like a day
Yours
or
is
two
the
apart.
8th.
Mine is the 5th.
I knew that.
Yours
Mine is the
is
6th.
the 6th. Yeah, I'm about to say it's only
Yeah.
like a day or something apart.
Oh, we have
Uh,
to have a birthday bash.
we were supposed to, but then you decided to go to Florida, and then
I
you just
thought you
wanted
went to
me.
Houston.
I did. It did. You wanted me to change
Oh,
my plans
okay.
to go to Florida, but I was like, I already had plans in Houston.
I didn't want you to change your plans.
That's what it sounded like.
Hmm.
You're like F your birthday. Uh,
That's a damn
so
lie.
what are you feeling about before we get into like everything? What are you feeling about this season so far?
Best season of Big Brother of all time. It's
Agreed.
almost too good to be true. And that's why what happened tonight was probably for the better because it was just going too good. But best season ever. I am pro black everything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm voting for everybody black and gay. And the fact that we got Big D in the house is amazing, even though he's kind of been pissing me off. But best season so far. Like, I love us. I love us for real. Yeah.
Who you rooting for? Like who you rooting to win?
Okay, so between Big D and Tiffany, but I think I really want Tiffany to win because out of all of the cookout members, I feel as though Tiffany has put into place plans that have actually worked while
Okay.
other people are just riding the wave. Azza. Okay, if anybody deserves to win as far as the cookout is concerned, I feel like it's Tiffany. She's put in the most work. Now, the only thing that Tiffany's missing is that she won't win a damn competition.
And she won't
But
stop. Okay, I'm gonna wait.
yeah, go ahead.
No. Tiffany, I want her to win. She's team too much. She's team too
She's
much.
overplaying like Devon. She's like a Davon part 2. Definitely. She's an overplayer, but I feel like without her, the cookout would not have gone this far. She's like the mastermind behind the cookout. Xavier and Kylan are like the comp beasts in the cookout. And then
Because they got no brain. We see that
Ozza
today.
and Hannah's in the middle. Ozza, Big D just riding the wave. So,
Well, you need your emotion, you need your brain, and you need your physical. That's
you're
what
right.
makes us whole and amazing.
But you can't expect Xavier and Kylan to win every damn thing. And we saw that tonight. Tiffany, Ozza, everybody trying to go and do the shortcut. Like, what the hell?
That
I
was
was
kind of
pissed.
crazy.
I was pissed. Sarah, a black person
Okay,
is
wait.
definitely
Let's
okay.
talk about the episode. Okay, so y'all, let's get into it. Y'all know what I always like to do over here, and I'm sorry, y'all, I did not even pull it up. Let me go to it right now. While I'm pulling it up, Aaron, tell the people where they can find you before we get into it.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube at House of Aaron. It's HAUS of Aaron, AARON. You can also find me on Instagram at House of Aaron. We talk about housewives, mainly housewives of Atlanta. We talk about Potomac. We talk about Beverly Hills. We love talking about The View on ABC. We talk about The Talk on CBS. We talk a little bit about politics. Okay, if there's something going on in the news, we talk about that too. We did a lot on some musicians like Nicki Minaj and the Baby. We be having a key. It's a lot of shade. And I'll be going to hell in a lot of the time. So if you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah, they also be reading him. So I think the best lives is when he logs on and everybody's against him. But he keep it going strong, y'all.
I love that.
He
I
keeps
feed
it going
off of that
strong.
energy.
He
I feed
beats
off
off
that.
of it. All right, so y'all know how we like to do over here. Before we do anything else, we got to look at Julie. Now, Julie. Now, me and Aaron, we go back and forth about who has the better fashion. He says that I need to learn how to dress, and I say he needs to put on stuff that fits him. So,
baby, it's called an aesthetic. Get into it.
It's called Enichi circa 1999.
All right.
But
I'll go ahead and give you that.
Let's look at what Julie had on today. What do you think about it? I liked it. This necklace piece though, which I feel like is a part of the dress, it's a little clunky. It's a little slave tradey, but
not slave trade.
Yeah,
not,
it was giving me banner. It was giving me something around the neck, but I did like it. I thought she looked really good. I feel like it's her thing, so I wasn't mad at it. Brianna K said it was better, definitely better than last week. And those ripped jeans she had, which I am starting to see that people who have like cuts off in the front of their jeans is now a fashion.
It's not a
statement.
what?
It's now
That's
a fashion statement.
yeah, I like ripped jeans are cute.
No, it wasn't ripped. She had like it cut in the front, like at the bottom. I could show you. I could show
Yeah,
you.
show me, because honestly, I don't pay attention to Julie's fashion. As long as the black people get to the end, that's all I'm looking at.
Yeah, we
Okay.
like to look at what she's wearing over here. So here down at the bottom, they were cut. They had like holes, and I guess I'm now starting to see more people do that.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, neither had I before Julie Chen movie bags
Yeah,
came up
so
on
that
it.
was last week's
Yeah, this was
outfit.
last week, and
Okay,
then
yeah.
this week is this little number, which I think is cute.
Okay, this is cute. It's safe
Yeah,
though. Like, it's not giving me, oh my god, Julie looks really good. Like, she looks okay.
she's giving what
It's not.
for a
It's
big
not.
night
And you
like
know
this.
what?
I could have
I'm
gotten
not
more from
gonna.
her.
I'm never gonna give Julie Chen anything too much, because I'm honestly still salty that as soon as her husband got into some scandals, she started using her last name Moves, which I did not appreciate. So I'm never gonna give Julie Chen her flowers ever, because I feel like that was mad disrespectful. You ain't never used that name before. So yeah, everything she wears at this point is just it's just okay.
I've seen it before. Nothing different, nothing new. Same old ish. Okay. So let's get into the episode. So we start off where we left. What we don't start off where we left off. We kind of start off where we left off, but y'all know they didn't give us a veto ceremony last episode, and now it's time for the veto ceremony. The Kylan goes first. Now, before we get into these decisions, how did you feel about Sarah Beth telling Brittany, "Hey, girl," he said to let you know that you about to go up on the last episode.
I don't know what was Kylan's motive behind that. I'm not sure. Like, you're gonna have to explain that to me. I don't know why he did that. Like, I guess because I mean, it was good that Brittany got a heads up. That way, after the fact, she's not as dramatic. Okay, she can give y'all the dramatics before the veto. I mean, before the nomination. But maybe he was trying to throw Sarah Beth a bone, so that I don't know. Like, why did he do that?
To start chaos. There's no other reason why. And to send her out there right before,
Why
it was
he ain't put Alyssa up? That's my question.
because of Xavier. Because of Xavier.
I feel like they should have kept Brittany in the house,
Mhm.
and put up Alyssa, sent Alyssa home, because I don't know.
Over Claire?
Like Brittany, that was my thing. Okay, so here's my thing about the veto
Talk to us about
competition.
it.
The OTED. Claire should have really been the one to go home. Honestly, they should have kept Claire on the block. I was so confused at how Claire got off. That just didn't make no sense to me. So yeah. But it should have been Claire or Alyssa, because you can continuously put Brittany up and up and up and up and up as long as you need to. Hello.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking as well.
And
So
I feel bad for the girl, but and then every week she in a confessional talking about something. I'm gonna win this veto, and you never win it except for one time.
You're not gonna
Like,
win, girl.
At this point,
down. I agree with you. So when Kylan got up there, which I love his eyes. Kylan got up there. He decided.
Fine.
You think so?
Kylan is fine. Xavier is fine. I think Big D is attractive. Don't get me
love me some Big D. I love me some Xavier. Kylan just has beautiful eyes.
His teeth. His smile is beautiful.
No, I want him to look into my eyes.
Wow. And then did you catch the kiss between Kylan and Big D?
Did I catch it?
I wanted to be in the middle. I'm jealous.
Hey, man, I was talking to Jessica Milagros, y'all, and she was like, I ain't gonna lie, it was hot. And I said, exactly, it sure was. So he decides that he's going to take down Claire. He even threw in a, come on, queen, come put this around your neck, queen. I thought y'all want the jokers to know that, oh, the teams are over, but y'all gonna allow Kylan to say, come put this around your neck, queen. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Okay, and double meaning.
That's what it sounds like. And then we have Alyssa, who decided, you know what, I'm gonna keep it cute and on mute, and I'm gonna put this veto back into the box.
I am so impressed by her. I definitely would have thought that she would have been the number one target, especially since her boyfriend went home. But she's been keeping it together. She has not been dramatic. She's been doing really good in the competitions. Like Alyssa is the comeback queen, not Claire. Alyssa. I feel like through her circumstances, I feel like she's been keeping it really, really good together.
I think so, but I also think that Xavier is helping her.
Okay.
Like I feel like he likes her for real, if I'm gonna be honest.
Oh.
And I know that he is protecting her in some way, shape, or form. So I think that the reason why she's still here truly is because of X.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he like her. Asa, watch out. I know you have a middle school crush, but it looks like Alyssa's in high school. So she put it back. She says she didn't want to use it because she feels like the only person who's on her side is X. And it'll be stupid for her to take somebody off because then they may
why did you
win?
X. Oh, well, I guess to keep her safe. Okay.
Well, she wanted to win to make sure herself was safe.
Okay.
And so from there, this is what, and y'all know I'm gonna go in. I'm sorry, y'all, because Tiffany is making me upset, and so is the cookout. Ooh. And right now, I'm on the emotion side because I'm an emotional person. Last episode, Kylan was so, I need to do this, and I'm gonna save Claire because now I want Claire to know I'm on her. So Tiffany came up and said, you know what? I don't think Claire should be the target. Don't listen to her. And you see how much they're protecting Brittany. Let's put her up. That was mistake number one, and we're going to see that throughout this episode.
So stupid.
Then mistake number two was Kylan saying, if I take Claire down, she's going to understand and see, like, oh, I'm on his side. He's on my side. He likes me. There's a little bit of more of a camaraderie there. This is going to help. Child, Kylan took Claire off, and Claire said, so he wants me to thank him now? He wants me to act like I'm gonna, say, oh, I see it. No, you should have never dangled me in the first place. So now I'm over you. Kylan, nothing about your plan worked.
Like that, it was a waste. It was getting rid of Brittany, really? We could have did that 3 weeks from now.
And it gets worse. Okay, the snowball continues to go downhill. So then Kylan was like, look, I didn't want to have to break a tie, and taking down Claire and putting up Brittany would mean that I wouldn't have to break a tie. And it's like, if the people who are not black is supposed to be leaving, there'll be no tie to get out in the first place. So we get to the jokers in the room. Brittany, she's doing her, regular. She's crying. She's mad. She says that Kylan is obsessed with her. Why you so obsessed with me, boy? I wanna know. Every time you HOH, you nominating me. That's what Brittany wants to know. You lying that you saving me.
No, he is a liar. Yeah. I wouldn't say he's obsessed, but he is a liar.
Why every time Kylan HOH, you think the next time Kylan went HOH, you're gonna put up Brittany? He's just gonna say her name because he's so used to it.
Right. He don't care about you, girl. Ain't nobody thinking about you.
But how could you not feel that way? Every time he's been HOH.
Because you're in easy pond, sis. And then you wanted him and Sarah Beth to go in last week's competition, whatever competition that was. So it was just like, okay, I see you, sis, and I'm gonna get your ass back. Like Michael he viewed her as a person. Kylan's whole HOH was a whole cop-out. The only reason why he wanted Brittany to go is because he chose Sarah Beth and him to go up against each other when he really could have focused on getting Derek out, who is really an Inspector Gadget and is putting two and two together and noticing that it's all black people in the house. Okay? That's what you needed to get out.
I want to know how you feel about it. We about to get to that. So Joker's in the room. We know what's going on over there. Brittany's crying, and then they're covering her with cries. It was kind of hard to watch because I felt like they were trying to hold it together and keep her strong, but then also feeling like we don't want you up. I feel like you had other feelings about that, Aaron. You were rolling your eyes. Everything okay?
I don't care. Like, oh my God. The plan was we all gonna have a white best friend, and then we're gonna vote their asses out. So it's time to vote their asses out. Like, let's stop playing. Okay.
They did feel that way.
$750,000 on the line. I ain't got time for this. Because black people have been going out first in every Big Brother season for how many years? Black people have been subjected to racism for so many years. This is our reparations to finally get the fuck to the grand prize. Okay, excuse my language.
It'll be a mess if we don't, though.
What, you know what? And I can actually see that happening. Really, honestly,
the way that they're playing right now, I can see it too. They're leaving wide open spaces. Shout out to whatever country song that is. I think it's Dixie Chicks, but I'm not sure. So after that, you got Claire and Tiffany talking. This is where y'all done messed up. And I'm gonna be. Oh, they told you to speak on it. Okay. This is where y'all done messed up. To be honest, y'all, I kept saying, why is Claire getting taken off the block? Why are we pushing for Claire to get taken off the block? When Big D sat down with Kylie, and Kylie was like, well, right now I'm thinking, we're gonna put Brittany up. Why are we taking Claire off the block? It just never made sense to me. Even Tiffany, who everybody's so gung-ho about, was like, we should take Claire off and put Brittany up.
Well, now Claire's her best friend, so I get that.
But now we sitting with each other. She's like,
they're going to us.
We should get out Big D. He needs to be gone because people are protected by these. He does nothing for nobody's game, but Brittany does. Now you got Tiffany and Confessionals, the same girl who was talking to Kylie saying that Claire should be safe. This you. Now in Confessionals saying, oh no, Claire needs to stop. I can't believe that Claire.
Yeah. Tiffany did a complete 180, but I think in Tiffany's head, she's like, okay, Claire's my best friend. So I would rather see Brittany or somebody else go than Claire, and then we can get Claire out next week. I guess she wants to hold on to her friend. Since she devises the plan, I feel like she feels like I have the right to keep my friend over everybody else to the end.
How do you feel about it? It's frustrating to me, though.
To me, all of them are frustrating. All of them, because it's like, okay, I love how the cookout, it's like we're each other's number one priorities, but then everyone is slick, sort of working against each other to say they white fave. And to me, I think the whole thing is just going to implode. And we're going to see it. They better be exposed next week on Sunday.
You think it's going to be next week or you think it's going to be this week? Like right now, I feel like Sarah Beth, let me not do any spoilers. I feel like it's about to be exposed this week. Immediately.
Yeah.
So after that, you got Derek X and Hannah talking. Derek X, he's like, look, I feel like we should keep Brittany. It just seemed like she knows what she's doing. It seemed like, she could be a shield for us. Big D, he don't do nothing for nobody. And if everybody keeps saving him, they're gonna win against him, but then that means anybody who's sitting by him or next to him, they're gonna be gone. That means that we could be gone next. And it doesn't do anything for our game. Now Tiffany's putting together, okay, Claire, the person I just went up and said, this you, Tiffany, telling Kylan, oh, we should save her. That's you. Now she's saying Claire need to stop. And now she was sitting down with Derek X, and he's like, all of the white men's are gone.
Ooh,
has that ever happened?
You think? Because we've only had 3 black people in the house at the most. So y'all put 6 of us in this bitch and you think we're not going to work together?
Amen.
If they are smart, if I was one of the non-black people in the house, I would go to Tiffany or somebody and be like, listen, I want a person of color to win. I want to work with y'all. That's what I would do. Because I see it's so obvious.
Do you think that they see it and they're not saying it or afraid to say it?
Yes, because in what world in Big Brother does a black person not go in the first couple of weeks and all of the white men do? This is a white man's game. In what world do all the white men just disappear? Obviously, something is going on. Like, come on now.
I can't with you. So then the girls are gathering the troops, okay? The white Tiffany, she's gathering the troops. It's Derek X, Hannah, Tiffany, and Claire. And she said, look, why are we getting rid of Brittany? When Brittany will put up Kylan, she'll put up SB, she'll put up Big D, and Big D would not do that for us if he could win the competition.
Listen.
Why are we getting rid of them? And they keep trying to tiptoe around. You can only do so much. But she's like, look, they won't be Big D won't be a shield for us. Brittany can always be a shield for us. She could be our weapon, she could be our pawn. At that moment, I wish Tiffany would have looked at the camera or talked to somebody and said, you know what? I made a big mistake. Because I want her to humbly come to me. I really do. I really seriously do. I want her to humbly come to me and apologize to me. Because I have been stressed out this whole week because I've been watching her play this game where you can tell that Claire needs to go. She's a mastermind. Why will you keep the white Tiffany still in the game?
And Derek.
Well, Derek, he is underhand a spell. He underhand a spell right now. But Claire, she could put the pieces together. You don't think so?
I mean, I agree. I agree. Yeah.
And
I'm really disappointed because Kylan, I feel like this is all Kylan's fault. Tiffany.
Oh, you don't think it's Tiffany's fault?
No, what Tiffany had no hand in. All she can do is just talk in your ear, but she's not winning no competitions and she didn't win the second veto.
Yeah, but when Kylan first when he was first thinking about who he was putting up, he said Claire and Big D because he wanted Claire to go.
Right. And Tiffany did convince him, but I think that's what he really wanted to do at the end of the day. Personally. I don't know. I'm more upset at Kai than anybody.
I mean, it is his
because it was a waste. Like, why sending home Brittany? That was so weak. Like, that was like, this is week 7, 6. We should be making bigger moves than this. Come on now.
Thank you, but no. The biggest move right now is Brittany. Can you take your son? So after that, you got Xavier. It just gets worse.
Yeah.
It just gets worse. After that, you have Xavier and Tiffany talking. Because Tiffany knows she done fudged up, she goes to Xavier. Xavier, she's like, you know, who do you think should be going up or who we should be getting out? And what you think our next move should be? And Xavier's like, look, I got some plans and I got some ideas, but nothing's really sticking. You got like things in mind? She said, come over here. She's saying like, look, Claire and Derek X, they're trying to figure everything out. We need to get them out. So then Xavier he's a lawyer. He's a lawyer.
Right.
Oh God. He decides it would be a smart move to go to Kylan and tell Kylan the stupidity of it all. To go to Kylan and say, look, we can convince Derek X that us 3 should work with each other and then have him throw the HOH.
The competition, yeah. And he was like, he caught on to that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What did you feel? How did you feel when
they're
you first
doing
saw them?
too much? They're trying. I think all of them are trying too hard to rely on this social game and trust. Stop trying to trust these people. Like, all y'all have to, it's 6 of y'all. Only one of y'all have to win. And then it goes from there. Focus on winning the competition. Fuck Derek X. Like, why do y'all keep doing all this extra shit?
Right.
Oh, you had one job and that was to win and y'all fumbled.
That's what I keep saying.
If we just focus on the
6 and just win, we don't have to worry about anything outside
They're
of that.
doing too much. They're doing too much.
Child, they talked to Derek X comes into the room. They're talking to him about it. It seemed to me immediately Derek X was like, but if us 3 are the big targets, we need to win. So why would we not throw it? Because we need to keep each other safe. He took that message straight to Claire. He said, okay, can I ask you a question?
Because they know what's going on.
If someone says to you that you're safe immediately, what that means, sis? And Claire was like, "Oh, they're gonna backdoor you. They're gonna backdoor you. They're gonna backdoor you immediately." He said, "Well, so Kylan and Xavier came to me, and they promised me safety." And Claire was like, "The black people got an alliance." Like she said it without saying it, but she's like, "Wait, so Kylan and Xavier are cool now?" And he was like, "Yeah, Xavier said he'll save me." No, girl, you're gonna be backdoored.
Yeah. But instead, they want to save Brittany, who is just oblivious to everything. Like we need the oblivious people. If we're gonna try to keep this thing on lock, like it just, I'm mad. I'm really mad.
So from there, y'all, the stress I had this episode, y'all, the stress I had, because I'm thinking about. So I want to make it very clear. I am in love with the cookout. I like a lot of people this season, but for the culture, I'm here for the cookout. And I can see the relevancy of the cookout and the strength in the cookout. I see the strength in the cookout. We got our emotions, we got our brains, and we got our bronze. Like we got everyone that we need.
Right.
So I see the strength in it. My problem is they keep trying to have their outside white person.
Right.
And they keep wanting to save that person. You can have an individual game when we get down to the 6.
Thank you. That's like, it's too soon for y'all to be doing all of this. Get out the strong players who you can't beat. While Kylan is HOH now. While y'all have, because it's gonna come to a competition like tonight where all of y'all fucking suck.
Mm-hmm.
I just could not believe that they let Sarah Beth. And she was one of the first people to really catch on. She's like, okay, why are these hoes saving Hannah? Okay, what's going on? I know Xavier want Hannah in this house so damn bad, and I'm just kind of confused at the situation. Well, now we're 3 weeks removed, and you can tell that no black people have been leaving the house, and so they're definitely put into it. I'm mad.
And they decided not to do any of that. So when I talk about the frustrations I have, it's because if the cookout is supposed to be the thing for the culture, this is not the way. And right now, I am the most frustrated with Tiffany and Kylan. And I know people feel like they're playing the best, but their outside alliances is what's messing up the cookout. People keep saying the cookout is the best and worst thing for their game. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're making it the best and worst thing for their game. You can have alliances within the alliance. Y'all know we the 6. Let's get down to the 6. And then, look, we the 4, but we the 2. But I'm the 1. That's what the big... Normally in Big Brother, that's what happens. You have your big alliances and then alliances within that alliance, and you get to the end. They act like they don't know how to do that, and they're protecting these people outside of the cookout.
For no reason. Oh, it's so stupid. Kylan is going to sit pretty this week, okay? We know that much. So he's happy about the situation this upcoming week.
Yeah, see, somebody said that. Well, we'll talk about that. It's touch and go.
Okay.
So
we'll see,
we get to the eviction.
Mm-hmm.
Claire, Brittany get up. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, hip hop Harry. I'm hip hop Harry. She's doing her rapping, thing. This is, and Brittany, I'm very disgusted by you. You didn't even finish the rap. Like, don't start the bars and then just give it a cold break. I didn't like that. So she started rapping and then stopped. It was sad to watch. She wants to know who was helping her game, advancing her game, whatever. Big D, he got up. He thanked everybody, even God. And then he said,
okay, wait. This is what I wanted to ask you about.
Go ahead.
So I think I was watching you on something. I don't know. I think you were a part of this. Okay. But you and somebody else was saying something like, oh, the way Big D talks, what's going on with the way Big D talks?
You got to give me a little bit more context than that.
Somebody was saying how he doesn't know how to put sentences together or something like that.
Now, I will say this is the first time that he didn't vote, which is a great thing because he doesn't know how to vote. But they did say that he has some type of
dyslexia.
I don't want to diagnose it because I don't know what it is specifically, but I know that he has some type of challenges with putting words together.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay.
I hope that was the most
Okay.
PC
Because
and
I
best way I
heard
can say
that
it.
I heard somebody say that. And I was like, what? Like, I mean, he just fucked up his words. Like, it's human nature. But then I
He always
saw
does
at
though.
his good, I haven't noticed it until today's episode in the goodbye messages, and he was talking like real slow. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I think he definitely does have one. He also said his goodbye message that he lives with his mother. His mother still pays his bills until
Oh, he
today.
did. He did say that. I was like, okay, okay, that's what's up. That's why
So,
he need
Aaron,
the
is your
money.
mother paying for your bills still today?
My mother is not paying out one bill for me, unfortunately. But
Come on, unfortunately.
this is why he needs to win Big Brother. So maybe it was a sympathy tactic.
I mean, it won't change if he has a learning disability or a barrier. I don't think it will change if he got $750,000.
Why? His mama can stop paying his bills. He can hire somebody to manage the trust.
Yeah, but
Okay, don't. Okay, wait a minute. What we not gonna do?
yo,
What
you
we not
started
gonna
it.
do?
You did
No,
it,
I'm piggybacking off of what somebody else said, and I'm not gonna say who I
and
think
then
said it.
you tried to put me
I'm.
into it.
I didn't. Well, you were there, I
Barely.
believe.
I don't remember
You were there,
having
and
this
I was just like,
conversation.
damn, the boy, because I suffer from a speech impediment. So it's like sometimes I get my words mixed up, and then I'll be trying to think all that type of stuff. So it's like I relate on some sort of level.
For real,
Yeah.
I would never have known. I
I
spent the
trip
whole
over
day
my
with
words.
you.
Trip over my words all the time. Yeah, I do. I do. So it's like I relate to Big D, so I'm not dragging him or nothing like that. But and
I would
then
never have known.
well, see, because I try so hard to just be. I'm also an introvert. Did you know that?
I know I know that you're an introvert, which bothers me because you have extrovert energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
are an introvert. It's really bothersome.
And Big D does not hate women. I just want to go ahead and put that out there.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into it. So
Yeah.
then we get into the votes.
I ain't got no more wine. Yeah.
What? You're out?
Yeah. What are you drinking? Usually you be drinking. You're not drinking nothing. Oh, what happened to the vodka?
I have a champagne.
Oh, what happened to the vodka?
We were out of that.
Oh, okay.
That's what you get.
Well, hold on. Can I go refill?
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna remove you for a second because we was about to talk about the votes. So then we get into the votes, y'all. So as we get into the votes, you got Xavier who does Brittany. We have Hannah who does Brittany as well. Then you got Claire who does Brittany. Derek X, he says Brittany. Then Azza took her ass up into the diary room, said, "Hey, Julie," and said, "Big D, now y'all put it in the comments. Please tell me and tell Aaron, why did Azza vote to evict? Vote Big D. Put it in the comments." They said Azza threw me off. Michael Brown said, "That's your Joker family." Taylor Bay said that was a pity vote. They said, so exactly. Come on, Azza. Okay. Azza isn't playing the game for herself anymore. Has she been? Okay. KTV said maybe sympathy. Ashley said a sympathy vote. Y'all put it in the comments. I'm gonna need a little bit more. We're gonna need a little bit more. Tell us why. Tell me in Aaron, why did so Ashley said a sympathy vote. Why did she do? Maybe it throws the scent off the cook-off. Maybe. I'm actually not surprised to hear this. Really, Care Bear? Rihanna said, like Ozza. Okay. Um, Chanel said that was a sympathy and jury vote. Okay. Trey said Ozza wants to secure Britney's jury vote. CC said Portland
Girl, y'all
Tiffany.
best friends. You can vote with the house. Like, she not gonna feel no sort of way.
Apparently, she thought she would. It was
Okay, can
sad
I
to
just say
watch. It was.
this?
You can say whatever
If
you want. Go ahead.
if a cookout member does go home this week, which is what I'm forecasting,
Mm-hmm.
I think the first member of the one of the best alliances of the whole entire franchise, because I mean they've stayed undercover this far, even though they ain't nobody saying nothing because
I don't want to say it. Well,
awesome. Okay, they have stayed low key though. Like, come on now.
they have stayed low key, but my favorite, it will always be my favorite alliance is Falte.
What season is that?
Swaggy C, yeah,
Who is
Fessy,
Swaggy C? Oh.
yeah, it was
Bailey.
Falte.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Haley, the alliance that never really was, but it still will always be my favorite alliance because I always want to know who flipped. But go ahead, what were you saying?
Somebody said I rebuke your forecast. No, okay. So if a cookout member has to go home this week, which I think they will,
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's Asa. Because to me, the first chance you get to vote out a cookout member, you took it, which I think is really whack. It is super lame. You knew Brittany was one of the weakest.
Agreed.
Like, come on now, Ozzy, you don't win no competitions. We're carrying
Agreed.
and oh my God, I have never seen a Big Brother competitor stay in their bed from morning to midnight.
Victoria,
I don't know about them people.
if you've been watching since season 8, Victoria
I
stayed in the
haven't
bed.
watched all the seasons. The thing about
Who
me
else
is I
napped? Like, there's been some nappers. Y'all put it in the comments. Who are some nappers?
But listen, Big D is a napper, right? But he naps around the house. He'll get up and go into a corner and nap. Ozza will stay in her bed all day.
Yeah.
Bye, girl. If we have to get rid of a cookout member, it's got to be Ozza. It's got to be Ozza. She is such a weak link. You're emotional. You don't win any competitions, and you went against the alliance. You gotta go.
That's true.
Like,
so after that, and we haven't heard this in a long time. So I was a little shocked that Julie did it this way. She said by a vote of whatever to 1, Big D.
Why did she do that?
You remember they used to do that before?
I don't remember that.
Yes, y'all.
I thought it was honestly. I thought it was a race thing. I honestly did. I honestly did.
Y'all
no,
put it
I'm
in the
not
comments.
childish.
Yes or no, 1 or 2. Do y'all remember that Julie used to do that? She used to be like, "You are safe,"
You're
which
safe.
I liked it better when she did it that way because it gave us a shock value. It gave us a shocker. Somebody they said she's scared, Big D. Y'all put it in the comments. Do y'all remember when she used to do that? Legacy Lee said, "Look, she hasn't done that in a while." So yes, they say yes, they remember. So I will say this, Big Brother, the next time you do it, do a whole pan of the room because I want to see the entire room and I want to see their face because I want to know what Tiffany probably looked like if she would have thought that Big D was going.
Yeah.
I want to see that. So some of the memorable moments during this eviction was one, Julie finally doing again, Big D, you're safe. Kudos to that. 2 was Brittany hugging Kylan and saying, "I'm so honored to be a part of both of your HOHs." Okay, come on, Reed. Okay, come on, Reed. And then number 3 was, do you want to talk about what number 3 was?
Number 3, Ozza crying?
No.
What was number 3?
It was before Kylan.
Listen,
he puts a big old kiss
on. Oh yes, honey.
Somebody said the people know. The people know. They said it was that kiss. It was that kiss. Y'all,
I find Big D to be okay, and then we got this all Big D naked, basically shirtless. I was like, I like big dudes, okay. And then with the Kylan,
Me too. We're the same.
I was like, wow, this is the most. Even the white guys this season, everybody was so attractive. I'm surprised there wasn't
only Christian was attractive to me.
Christian was attractive. Brent was attractive.
Ew.
Big D, Kylan, Xavier, all of the women I think are gorgeous for all the parts. Let me know.
Well, I'm ready to fight for Big D at any time, and I know the people hate it, but I'm always ready to fight for Big D.
He is so fine.
I don't want to say he's so fine, but I do love him. And he would be somebody that I would fall in love with and marry. Like I just love him, and I'm always ready to fight for him. The people hate it, but y'all not going to disrespect him. So after that, we got Julie in her loose dress and those slave chains around her neck. She's talking to Brittany. Her first question was, well, her first comment / question was, girl, you was on the block 4 out of 6 weeks. They say you was just a pawn, but here you are, Victor with me. Air hug, sit over there. Why do you think that you're here right now? She says that, you know what? I have an underdog story, and I feel like that's what keeps me sane, because people felt like they could not beat me at the end. How do you feel about her and her self-soothing herself?
Okay, girl, you're giving yourself way too much. Ain't nobody thinking about final 2 really at this point. Everybody just wants to save their white fave, and Ozza and Big D is your best friends, and they can't do anything for your ass. So that's the reason why you're out. Tiffany has more. Everyone else has more influence than Brittany's black friends, which is the reason why she's up on the block. So, it has nothing to do with the final 2 in your sob story.
Are you sure?
Even though I do think that is true to an extent, I feel like it would.
I agree.
It's true to an extent, but that's not why they voted her out, though. Mm-hmm. It's true, but that's not why you got evicted. Because honestly, if Brittany was sat down, I'm like, damn, this girl was on the block half of her whole Big Brother life. Like, let me vote for her. I agree with that, but that's not what they was thinking.
Okay.
Tiffany just didn't want Claire to go home. Kylan didn't want Claire to go home. Xavier wanted Alyssa to stay. So you just was the weak link.
I agree. So I do agree that it would be hard to. She would have a really good story if she got to final 2. She wouldn't make it there, and that's not why you going home, girl. It's sad. Brianna says, yeah, when Brittany said, I'm flattered I'm a threat, I lost it. It was like, girl, are you? Because is that what the people think? If we being honest. Okay, so then after that, she said, you got the highest category in Big Brother Bucks, $100. But you didn't play. Why didn't you play your $100? Well, I thought I was okay. When I say what Brittany wanted us to know, okay, with so much satisfaction and vigor, it was that.
Tell us.
Kylan is a liar.
Right.
And he showed me that he's a liar, America that he's a liar, and y'all she was upset, and she wanted everybody to know, and I think that I can now understand that Kylan is a liar.
And that is nothing but facts.
But Julie has been the old Julie from the Big Brother days way back in the day. Julie said, is it only Kylan you're worried about? You're sad about? Of course, I can't tell you anything because you're in the jury, but is Kylan the only person you mad about? Give us some other names. Tell us other people.
But ain't she gonna watch? Once she get into the jury house, ain't she gonna watch?
You can't watch. No.
Oh, okay. They just see.
They see the highlights of the week.
Okay.
Well,
because someone is gonna be put back in. I'm assuming.
I'm
waiting on
buyback.
I'm waiting
playback.
Right. I'm waiting on that, and I'm also waiting for a double eviction. I'm like, okay, when is we gonna speed this up?
So I saw something today that almost gave away when the triple eviction is.
Triple?
Yes.
I ain't never even heard of that.
Last season they had a triple eviction.
I didn't watch last season because they got rid of the black people so soon. So I stopped watching it.
Wait, you're not helping me. But yes, last season they had a
Yes.
triple eviction. Um, Sorry, I didn't plug it in my computer, and it's like literally dying as we speak.
Oh my goodness.
But now I plugged it in. So
Yay.
yes, but I'm not gonna tell y'all anything about the days or anything like that. I didn't retweet it because I didn't want to be
Tell
spoiled
us.
like that.
Tell us. No, I'm
But I
playing.
know about the double eviction, triple eviction, stuff like that. So, but it
Damn.
was major T, and as a Big Brother like player, I mean, well, watcher. I'm not a player, but as a Big Brother watcher, I was like really upset because I was like, this isn't something you spoil. You'll mess up the game for a lot of people. So
Ooh.
I let
Yeah,
it
I
go.
do not follow Big Brother accounts any longer. I do not follow RuPaul accounts any longer. Because I want to be excited when I watch.
Shout out to Evangelist Valerie for the super chat. She said stopping by to support and show some love, Busy Blue. Thank you so much. Y'all put your bees in the comments for her. You're keeping this raggedy ass show float. So you're so childish. So after that, she says that she's mad at Claire and she's mad at Tiffany.
Who?
Because
Brittany said it.
yes, Brittany said
Okay.
that. She said, look, Claire was fighting for me. Tiffany, not so much.
Not so much.
So
So put
she
two and two
started.
together.
And what would she have gotten?
Oh my God, black people are really fucking this shit up. Duh. I love that shower thing when Xavier was like, yeah, they're gonna look up one day in jury and see that it's nothing but black people in the house. And then he goes, we did it. I love that. I love
Yes!
that.
That
But
was
anyways.
amazing. But Brittany took it as a lot of people are scared. They're not gonna make a big move. They're scared. They're afraid to make big moves.
Yeah.
So then we get to the big we get to the goodbye messages. You got Azza. She said, look, girl, I did whatever I could do. I even voted for you. Okay. Xavier said, you fought a good fight. And I'm gonna miss all of the sunshine that you bring into this house. You so sweet. Claire said, you staying was the best for my game. But the group that I'm a part of, which I don't know what you're talking about, didn't think that you were the best for my game, so we had to let you go.
Oh, wait,
And
who is
Big
the group? Can we dissect that?
Go ahead, tell us.
Tiffany, Kylan, Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany. All right.
So she's in alliance with Tiffany.
Because none of the white people, there's only one alliance at this point. I mean, there's only one alliance that's more than two people.
Y'all, can y'all put in the comments when Claire said you staying for was the best for my game, but the group of people that I'm working with said that it wasn't? Y'all
It's
put in the
no
comments.
other group. There's no group of people. Because literally, if you notice, at the beginning of every episode, the Big Brother guy says, and the cookouts plan was, and then you get a clip of Tiffany, you work with this person, you work with this person. That's the only group, sis.
Legacy Lee said that Claire was only trying to get a vote by any means, honey. Chanel said it was X, Hannah, and Tiffany that she's talking about. KTV said Hannah, Derek, X, and Tiffany.
Okay.
So that's a little bit different. So we know that Hannah and Tiffany are there. Chanel said that Tiffany has been running the house since Frenchie.
Yes, and I would agree. I would agree with that.
Miss Lee said that her only alliance was Tiffany. So
because ain't nobody else cared about her going down except for Tiffany, and then Kylan had a guilt trip. So you don't have no alliances, but okay.
Amen. And Big D said you is special, you is important, you is kind, and that made Brittany cry. Okay. So much so that Julie was like, you're getting emotional. Well, if you could take anything from this show, what would you take? And she said, oh, well, Julie, if I could just, she said, okay, well, thank you. We gotta go to a commercial break. But stay tuned. We'll be back with our interview. She let it go. Now we're about to do the new HOH.
Ooh, child.
And y'all, let me start putting, so after we go through the new HOH, we'll take one or two call-ins, and then we're going to end the show. So let me put the call-in information into the chat.
One or two?
Only one or two. Why, did you want more than that?
Oh no, it's your show, honey.
We'll take as many callers as the callers want. If you're gonna be here, we'll take as many callers as the callers would like to come in. Because Aaron said he'll be here forever. So
Oh,
let
I
me.
said that. Okay.
Yep, that's what I heard. So I'm about to pin this.
Oh, we on
message.
Periscope? What is that?
This is
Twitch.
we're on StreamYard, we're on Twitch, and we're on Periscope.
Oh shit.
So if you go to your Twitter right now, you should see me on your Twitter. You and me on your Twitter. On your page.
I don't have you on Twitter, but let me.
Well, I tagged you in the video. So because all of your stuff is in the description. So we get to the HOH. It says dash to dinner.
The easiest HOH of the season. Oh
you gotta run across blocks and stuff to get to the. You don't even get to a dinner table, which really frustrates me. You get to a little button that you gotta push. So I'm thinking to myself, they done messed up. Okay, at this moment they realized. So Claire goes first. She gets 34 seconds, 34.9 seconds.
You right.
Then you get Alyssa. Alyssa get 27.06 seconds, but they took her out because of a technicality of her hitting the ground, which didn't follow through and follow suit with other people who hit the ground, but we digress. Then you get to Big D. Then Sarah Beth went. Sarah Beth made it in 21.03 seconds.
Now, how'd she do that?
That white girl who was singing the lullabies in the bed, talk about, okay, win the veto, something, then portray your team. That girl who looked at the camera after she sang that lullaby, looking like something out there off of The Exorcist, Part 7, looking like Annabelle. What was that movie, Aaron? You like scary movies?
Not really.
So do you know? Y'all put in the comments. What was the movie of that little white girl who she became an orphan? Oh, it's called Orphan.
Orphan.
Yeah.
Like she didn't become an orphan. She was an orphan.
Well, she was a grown woman.
Right. Who pretended to be an orphan. And you know, there's a real life version of that too.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, Hannah Grace or some shit like that. I don't know her name. I'm just making shit up.
So Sarah B won the orphan, looking like the orphan. She won.
Wait, Sarah Beth looks like an orphan?
She looks like orphan. The way she was in that bed singing the lullabies with that teddy bear and then looking at the camera.
You know, the way she talks to is very like a little girl. It is like giving little girl vibes, but she is like orphan because she gives little girl vibes, but you can tell what's going on in that brain is very grown.
Very Chucky's, it's Chucky doll style.
It's very sinister.
Yeah.
Especially the week when she was trying to this mic is not even on. I'm the AirPods. Especially the week when she was trying to put Hannah into the mix. I was like, ooh, the innocence went right out the window.
She reminds me of Carrie.
With the blood.
Y'all childish. So Ozzy didn't win, Hannah didn't win, Tiffany didn't win, everybody out. Boom. Sarah Beth. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. The lady who, when she was on the block last week with Christian, when she was on the block and she won $5,000 and Derek X was HOH and he was about to take that $5,000 from her. She said, please don't do it. That girl, the girl who's been buddy with Kylan, that girl, the one who Tiffany went around and created a rumor, if y'all watch the feeds, and said that Kylan and Sarah Beth know each other outside of the house, That girl. Y'all let Orphan Annie / Carrie
Shirley Temple
win / Shirley Temple win the game. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. And y'all sat here and y'all looked in our face.
Shame.
Y'all looked in our face and y'all said to us several times, "Oh, Brittany's unpredictable. Oh, she's we gotta get her out. She's unpredictable."
Now we don't know what the hell gonna happen. I mean, she was gunning after Hannah a couple of weeks ago, but Hannah probably haven't been on that girl radar since I don't know how long. So now we really not gonna know what's the hell going on.
Put in the comments, who do y'all think? And y'all, the call-in line is open. So if y'all want to start calling in, go ahead and start calling in. Who do y'all think Sarah Beth gonna put up? Aaron, I'm gonna ask you, who you think Sarah Beth gonna put up?
I honestly,
or what do you think is gonna happen this week? Because that's what I really want to pick your brain.
Well, the odds are one of the cookout members will go home. Which one? I don't know. Okay, so Kylan, I don't think Kylan will be going home. Why do you think he's in danger?
Who, Big D?
Kylan.
I don't. Oh, so Taylor Bay, he was saying that once she won, Kylan came up to hug her, and she was standoffish.
Okay. Well, that's her only ally. Like I said, it's only one alliance.
That's what I'm thinking too. But
it would be in her best interest to not put Kylan up.
They're saying that's her only Tiffany. Hannah, Azza, Sarah Beth may surprise us and put up Claire.
I would say I would say it just kind of depends. I don't know what she's thinking. I would say Tiffany, Azza, Hannah, or one of the guys. Which is pretty much everybody. I don't know.
So did they not get out the unpredictable one?
Brittany wasn't going to win a damn thing. So that was what was predictable about her. Okay? She wasn't going to win. She won one freaking veto. To me, Kylan just ruined the cookout, honestly.
Sure did.
Kylan and Claire and Azza.
Sure did. We got somebody backstage. Okay, I'm about to bring you up, y'all. But keep putting in the comments, who do y'all think is going to be put up, and how do y'all feel about this episode?
But I think Sarah Beth and Claire gonna have an alliance. They'd be like, oh, we the only white people in here.
You know what? I agree.
They're going to inherently
start working
together.
That's what I think. The same thing. Granny Rumprose, you're gonna have to turn your music down or whatever in the background. But talk to us. How do you feel about this episode? And who do you think that Sarah Beth is gonna put up?
I hope she turns it on Kylan.
Okay, why do you think that?
I just hope she does.
What do you think she's going to do,
though? I want to see Kylan go this week. I wanted Brittany to go further than she did, and he just did that out of spite.
Oh, wait, what spite?
Kylan's always put her up. He put her up twice already.
So you also think that he is also obsessed with Brittany, just like Brittany said?
I think so.
Oh,
I just don't think he wanted Brittany there. I think he thought that if he got to the end, Brittany would beat him.
That's true.
I think we give him Brittany.
And he knows that both other jokers are there to be on her side. Both of them wanted her to stay.
Do you think it was a smart move for him to take down Claire?
I think it would have been.
Really?
Because at least because now he's going to have two jokers after him.
Yeah, but you think that Claire
but they're all a part of the same alliance.
That's what they say.
Well, my thing is, if Sarah Beth was smart, Kylan would be her right-hand man because, like I said, there's no other real alliances in the house, and so except for you have the couples.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't make sense for her to. I think Kylan, that's a pipe dream. That's a dream.
Okay, Granny Rob Rose. Okay, if we can pick one person, because I don't think it's gonna be Kylan to be going. Who do you think is the number one target? Because I feel like Kylan is all Sarah Beth has at this point. Yeah. Who do you think is gonna be her number one target? If it's not Kylan.
I think Kylan's gonna be in her ear, and it's gonna be X.
Really? What? Not Derek? Not Derek X?
You mean Derek X or
Derek
Xavier?
X or Xavier?
Derek X.
Okay. Oh, okay.
They were discussing that all this week.
I can see that. That I can see. But then, okay, so if there weren't so many black people in the house, though, I could see that. But then I could also see the white people in the house being like, okay, it's time for something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, they're figuring it out. But if she's the head of household and she's not going to get rid of Kylan, she's going to go with what Kylan wants her to do.
Derek X. Okay, that makes sense.
Who do you?
I can see that.
But I would backdoor him. I wouldn't feel comfortable putting him up without backdooring him.
If I was Sarah Beth, I would not. That would not be my target, though.
Who would your target be?
Somebody in the cookout, because the longer you stay and the longer the cookout stays, you're obviously lower and lower on the totem pole. They're going to get you out. So it would be in her, not trying to make it like a race thing, but it would be in her best interest to get a cookout member out.
Do you think she has the cookout on her radar, though?
Kylan's not going to let that happen.
He's going to whisper
He's
sweet
never going to let her
ear.
He will make her feel that it's her choice, but he's not going to let her put somebody up from the cookout.
I don't think Sarah Beth is that easily manipulated. That girl is smart. You can see how she was feeling about Hannah. No matter what Kylan says, I think Sarah Beth is going to do what she wanted to do. Honestly.
I don't know.
I don't know. So Raquel said, "Oh yes, he will." So Raquel's saying that she thinks that. I don't. That's a hard one. Do y'all think that Kylan would let them go after the cookout?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Kylan will be in her here like, hey, put this person up, put this person up. But at the end of the day, I think Sarah Beth is not. The cookout, somebody from the cookout will be on the block. Okay, we know that much.
So Chanel's saying that Sarah Beth is not going to listen to Kylan because she is mad that X told her that the house sees them as a duo. And so do I. And let's be clear. I see them as a duo. They two buddy, cushy, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. Did you see him grab her and pick her up when she won?
But they don't want people. Maybe that's why there was discomfort. She's trying to push herself off.
I don't know.
Somebody said maybe Azza. I don't see Azza.
But
I don't see her going after Azza unless it's just.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna tell y'all what my theory is. Y'all want to hear my theory?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do the theory. Yo, first of all, shout out to Christian. They said shout out to the pretty boy of the evening. You think so? Aaron said I look like Legos with my camera.
And I wasn't talking about you.
You said I look like Legos.
I wasn't talking about you, but if you took it as that, okay.
Y'all, put your B's in the comments for Christian. You keeping this raggedy ass show afloat. Granny Rumpros, I'm gonna drop you for a second, but so I can talk about how I really feel. Thank you for calling. I love you.
No problem. Love you too.
Bye.
All right. Okay, so let me tell you how I really feel. And make sure you put your B's in the comments for Christian, y'all. And then the call-in line is in the comments. So make sure if you want to call up, talk to me or talk to Aaron, come on up. I feel like Tiffany and Kylan are effed up the cookout, and one of the jokers is gonna be going because they've complained about the jokers. They complained about how they feel about. Let me make sure that the girl get her flowers. Thank you, Christian. They complained about the jokers. They complained about, oh my God, look at how much they're protecting them. It's too much. They're so annoying. Blase.
Yeah.
And they put a target on the jokers' backs. And if I was HOH and I was not a part of this alliance, I would be thinking to myself, I don't want to ruffle no feathers. What would be the best thing? Everybody been complaining about Big D and Ozza and Brittany.
Right.
Let's put those girls up next. Now, I could see her, if I was SB, saying, let me put up at least Derek X. But I could see her putting him up and not backdooring him, which means that, boom, now he has, the veto. And then I also could see America saying, I could see America saying, oh, no, we need to save Derek X. They're about to start targeting him. The Bucks, give him the Bucks, give him all the Bucks. I can see America voting so highly for Derek X this weekend.
I can see that too.
And giving him all of the money. Either way, he won't be going this weekend. And then I can see the white Tiffany, aka Claire, saying to SB, hey girl, let's not say nothing, but do you see something about who's gone and who's here?
Now, I don't think that's the right way to go. If you're going to expose the cookout, then I feel like you should expose the cookout to the cookout. Don't expose
but how would you be able to?
Because how is America going to view that? How is America going to? Because you don't want to be seen as, okay, now I'm trying to target the black people, even though the black people.
What you gonna say?
You go up to the cookout. I think, I don't know, honestly. If it would be in Sarah Beth's best interest, I can see Big D or Ozzy going home. Yeah.
That's my money. I will put money that one of them are going home only because of how the cookout made people ostracize them. We're so annoyed.
The Jokers have been punching bags the whole season. Yeah.
And I think it's going to continue.
Yeah.
And it's Tiffany's fault and Kylan's fault. When we could have just taken out Mastermind Claire. And I think that Claire, if a white person wins, it's going to be either Claire or it's going to be Derek X, who isn't white, but it's not a part of the cookout. But it's because they left them in this house when they should have kept Brittany. And Claire is seeing everything. She sat down with Derek X for 30 seconds and was like,
they're going to backdoor him. Yeah.
They're backdooring you, girl.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
So what's next, sis? All she needs to do is sit down with Sarah Beth and be like, woman to woman. You see something? I see something too.
I don't think that would be smart. I don't think that would be smart for her to do. No.
Smart for her to do.
Sarah Beth or Claire, do not go up. See, Derek X did it right. He said to Tiffany, a black woman, notice how there's all the white men are going.
Interesting.
No, the white people don't need to be clicking up. I'm just thinking about I'm thinking about the imagery, the optics of it all. I don't think that would be smart. If you see that the black people are working together, then you have to have a smarter strategy than to go to another non-black person and say, do you see what's going on here?
Yeah, but if you're HOH right now.
If you're HOH, then just put up who you need to put up. That doesn't have to, you don't need to have a conversation about that.
I think that you can break the ice. I feel like
you
will go to them and say, let's just test this theory.
Okay, test it by putting two of the cookout members up. Don't test it by talking about
evicting. Yeah, well, we will have the conversation. So Claire goes to Sarah Beth and say, girl, I feel like something's happening. Let's test this. Put up these two people and see what's going on.
I think that's gonna look so bad, but I mean, that would be good for their game. But I think from America's standpoint, that's gonna look bad. I don't think they should. If you have a conversation about the black people, bring it up to the other black people and say that you want to work with them. If not, don't say nothing and just put them up.
The cookout. So Chanel asks, does the cookout have the numbers? The cookout does still have the. Oh, you guys. Oh, almost forgot. Oh, I almost got killed. So y'all know I'm on the show, Girl, Let's Agree to Disagree with Jessica Milagros from Big Brother. And we get to interview the house guests from the Big Brother who were evicted. If you have questions for the house guests, please put them in the comments. Me and her are selecting the questions. She has to do it soon. I almost forgot, so we actually have to go soon. Put your questions in the comments that you want us to ask Brittany. And we are going to be asking her those tonight. So if you have any questions for Brittany, put Brittany first and then ask your question. That way I know it's a Brittany question. But yes, we are asking the Victor House guest questions tonight. I almost forgot. But the cookout has the numbers because SB's HOH, so she can't vote. And
it depends on who she put up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming, and it's the end of an era.
It says she thought she was going to. She is going to jury, but we still get to ask questions. Yes, she is going to jury. So we have another person backstage. Her name is Kayla. Kayla, what's going on, girl? Did you watch this episode? What you think?
One job. Yeah.
The what?
Wait.
It's not gonna get good.
Sorry.
It's okay, Kayla. So I just muted you, girl. So turn off. You know, if you hear us back. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Did you enjoy this episode?
Excuse me?
I said, did you enjoy this episode?
Yeah, kind of, but I feel like SB would definitely put up Hannah or Azza, only because she's been targeting Hannah for like so long. And remember the time when she came to Xavier and Xavier was trying to like defend Hannah. So I think her target would definitely be Hannah. If not Hannah, it'll be one of the Jokers.
Do you think though that you remember though when old girl was in the shower, she was like, "Look, I just want to let you know, let bygones be bygones." You think she's gonna go back on that word?
Yes. SB is very unpredictable though.
Oh, do you think she's more? So, do you think they made a good? Wait, how do you feel? I have so many questions for you, Kayla. How do you feel about them deciding to take off Claire and put on Brittany? Do you think that was a smart decision of Kylan?
No, because I think Kylan's very easily manipulated by Tiffany. Because whatever Tiffany says in his ear, that's what he goes with. But I think if he really wanted Claire to get herself off, he should have just won the OTEV. That way, Claire gets the veto to take herself off. Then he can nominate someone else.
Why didn't he do that? Aaron, why didn't he do that? Because if he would have done that, Claire would have been able to take. Oh, it was because he said, "Oh, she would know that I'm on her side and I'm protecting her."
Right, but even though he still could have just let Claire on the block. But I don't know what he's doing though. I just feel like he makes Tiffany influence his all decisions. Like, and he
should have just let the nom.
Brittany.
Let the nom say the same.
Yeah, like what are you doing? Okay, Brittany over Claire. That literally made no sense. Brittany is not a threat. Right? I'm upset.
All right. So, but in my opinion, though, both of them should have went home because I couldn't deal with Brittany. Brittany was very, she's emotional, but she was just too much. Like she was holding like Azza and Derek F.
So, you didn't like her raps?
Yeah.
No, hip hop Harry, no. To me,
I do think now, yeah.
But you know she's from TikTok, so you know anything from TikTok they just go with.
Is she a TikTok star?
Yeah, she's TikTok famous. She does a lot of these do. She does a lot of these
Okay,
right,
that makes sense.
Kayla, who are you rooting for, and who do you want to like win? Like, if you were gonna put your money on something, who do you want to win?
I would love for the cookout to win, but I mostly would like Hannah and Tiffany win. But Tiffany sometimes, I don't know, Tiffany can rub me the wrong way sometimes. Like that incident with the DF and Azza.
Tell us about it. Tell me your feelings, because I feel like I say a lot and I get very forceful, like I'm doing right now. Can you tell us why that made you feel some type of way?
Who?
Because I understand both sides too. Because I understand DF and Azza, they would have been like, oh, if we're in the cookout, you're supposed to let me know beforehand. But same thing too. They should have been going.
Y'all are too emotional.
What?
Yes. Had it been I don't know. Had it been like another cookout member on like the block, then I can see why they did that. But Brittany, she's not worth doing all that for when you guys know you're safe. And Tiffany, I can see too, because Tiffany's probably, because to me, I feel like Tiffany's a little controlling. She wants to have like
A
she
little.
wants to know the numbers. She wants to know everything. And I'm rooting for her too, because I like the way she plays. She plays a really well game. If I was in the house, I would play the same game as her too.
And you'll be going out in 3 weeks because Tiffany's leaving in 3 weeks.
Why you say that?
Because she's playing too hard.
Yeah, she's starting to like. I don't think her cards are showing now. Like no one's really picking up. But if they do start picking up, she will definitely start to leave. But she has the numbers though, so I don't think she'll like leave all the way.
She won't have them soon.
If she leaves, it'll be because a cookout member sends her home. But I can't see anybody else sending her home.
Yeah, and the way she's pissing off cookout members, I would be gunning after her.
I think if in a perfect world, if they were the only ones left, definitely Tiffany, I would say, would be the first one to go. Like if I was an Asa or somebody like that. But I feel like Tiffany is forced into this leadership role because you have X.
Was she forced?
100% agree.
No,
she is
by default, yes. Because Asa and Big D, they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing.
You need emotional characters.
What?
Right, but
whose side are you on?
If they did not have the cookout, they would definitely. If this was a regular season, they would have been coasters. They're not doing anything.
They're not, and it forces Tiffany to be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna do because Big D not doing nothing, Ozzy not doing nothing. Xavier's kind of doing something. He's flirting with everybody and charming.
Oh, and messing up the game. That's why he's telling Derek X to. They don't have no brains.
Right, but
Tiffany is literally the only one with the brain, honestly.
Oh, yes, yeah, but why are we trying to make it like Xavier and Kylan are better than Ozzy and Big D when they both making stupid decisions? At least these two sitting out sleeping and crying when the other people.
Okay, well, Big D and Ozzy need to win something.
Yes,
honestly, this is how I feel. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I feel like. Everyone has their white fave, right?
Yeah.
I think whoever's winning gets to choose which white friend goes home. If Ozzy and Big D would get off that bed and that little corner couch and win something, then they could send Claire home. But because they're not winning anything, Claire can't go home. It's gonna be Brittany.
Right.
That would have been an amazing game. I like that. If that were the plan. That would have been awesome. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead, Kayla.
It's all right, but I feel like went down to the final or whatever. I feel like Ozzy and Big D would be the first out the cookout to leave. And I don't blame them because they don't do anything and like they don't benefit the game. To be honest with you, you're right too. The Joker's been a punching bag all season, but I feel like they need to like step it up too. Like it's just Tiffany, Hannah, X, Kai. Although I feel like Kai did ruin the cookout in a way to me.
If Ozzy and Big D knew what was best for them, they would start becoming best friends with all the non-black players right now. Right now.
Yes, and I don't think they have any good social game either.
No. Big D has an amazing social game.
It's okay. I think I think the majority of the house really wanted Brittany to stay, honestly.
Yes, because I can see why too if they want Brittany, because Brittany. First of all, Brittany's a pawn. Anybody can use Brittany for anything.
If the cookout wasn't a thing, Brittany would have.
Agreed. It agreed.
I also feel like they're too emotional too, because you guys signed up for Big Brother. It's okay to be an emotional player, but they just think with their emotions all the time. They don't think what's best for them. It's what's best for Brittany or the Jokers. I think they should just start thinking about the cookout as well. They don't do much of that at all.
That's true. All right, Kayla, tell the people who they should vote for at 97979. Who you gonna be voting for? Who you putting your text on?
Is it open?
Yep.
I'm putting mine for Hannah.
She's gonna put hers for Hannah.
And
you splitting yours? Hannah, Tiffany, and who else?
For the third one, I'll do maybe DX. I don't know.
Okay, DX. We'll see. Thank you so much for calling in, Kayla. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Aaron and Busy. Have a good day. I'm at night.
Sorry. Who you voted for? It's in green.
Tiffany.
Okay, we're done. All right, y'all. So y'all put your questions for Brittany into the chat. We do have to go so we can start getting that stuff done. Aaron, Thank you so much for joining us. Tell the people where they can find you.
Oh, thank you. You can find me on YouTube and Instagram at Haus of Aaron, Haus of Aaron, Aaron. We talk about all things housewives. Get into it. I'm dead at Chanel's comment. She said they are lazy and not social players outside that room. Exactly. Okay. Big D be on that turquoise couch in the corner, breathing hard. Okay. We know he be breathing hard. That's all you hear on the live feeds is. He be on that corner couch, breathing. Okay. Ozzy be in that bed from sunrise to sunset. Okay. They are only social when they are laying on their lazy behinds. Ozzy and Big D need to wake up if they know what's good for them. Okay. And you better become best friends with them white people because Cookout's gonna send their home as the first chance they get. Yes, youtube.com/the House of Aaron.
I hate you so much. All right, y'all. If y'all want to know more about me and everything I'm going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, where this is definitely streaming right now. You can find me on Facebook, The BusyBlu, where you get nothing special. If you have any questions that you want me and just to ask on, girl, let's agree to disagree. Let's see. Hopefully it's there. Yeah, hold up. I'm gonna go to the channel. That me and Jess go to and talk about. Every weekend you guys can go and ask us any question that you want me and Brittany. Hold on, I can hear myself. That you want me and Jess to ask Brittany, we will definitely ask that. And make sure you put Brittany and then whatever your question is. We only get to pick 5, so make sure it is a great one. I think I want us to ask this one. Brittany, did you socialize more? So let's make sure that you guys ask any of those questions or put them in the comments. Did you have fun, Aaron? Would you do this again next week with us?
I would. Yeah, this was so much fun.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't get to talk about Big Brother on my channel, so it's like I can get all my Big Brother out right now.
Yay! All right, so y'all put your houses in the put your houses /Bs. And what's that?
A house, like
put your apartment buildings in
that don't look like the roof of a house.
Let me see, put it up.
It's like no, okay.
Put your it's the Rock.
Oh,
put your Beyonce and Jay-Z. Put your cheating husband's signals up in the air.
Ooh. Okay, wait a minute. You was not gonna come for Beyonce like that.
But y'all see, look, they couldn't figure out what it was, so they said they just go put it on the
not a star. Oh, okay.
They gonna put all the buildings up for you. Yo, so we'll be back here next week.
You can see my table. You see my table?
Oh, okay. So that's what you're working on. It looks cute.
Yeah.
It's upside down though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure. He'll be back here next week with me. I just heard him promise it, so now he has no choice.
Okay.
Exactly.
Next Thursday.
Yes, and then we will see you all later. We're gonna say bye in the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye.
Bye.